Hello, everyone. Buen Camino, day 11 in the city of Coimbra, a university town that hosts, I lost count. It looked like there was more than 20 different schools of study here, and so the predominant population is young people. And arrived here on day 10, walking through some extraordinary countryside. And we've been keeping pace with sort of the same people. There's not a lot of pilgrims on the Portugal route at this time, but we have been with Marcello and Simone and Eirik from Norway and Hovard from Norway. And so we've been having communal meals, and the topic of age came up. And it's always kind of a tricky but funny game to say, well, how old do you think that I am? And so when I told them that I was 63 and that Britt was 62, there was a genuine physical shock on their face. And we were talking about age and about physicality and about mindset, consciousness around aging. And all of them talked about how their parents and the people that they knew who were our age were far more sort of resigned to a particular sedentary lifestyle than the two of us seem to be. And that reminded me of something that was profound that I watched probably 10 years ago by none other than Jane Fonda. And it was a TED Talk. And I have used this often in a lot of teaching opportunities. But she was talking about the fact that generationally, most of us have been sort of groomed, domesticated to believe that life happens in two acts. We're born, we search for an identity, we get our education, we try to find a mate, we want to procreate and create a family. And then Act 2 is the raising of the family and the leaving the job and the final curtain of life. And she said, that's really not true for today's generation because we are living far longer than our ancestors. We are living far longer than our great-grandparents. She said, but what's tricky about that is that our mindset may not be expanding with the longevity of our physical bodies, meaning that it's as if we've been given a third act. But unless we give our mindset a third act, then those waning years are often even more challenging, more lonely, more sedentary, more fearful about relevancy, rather than looking at it as an opportunity to perhaps reinvent ourselves. And so her TED Talk was all about what is your third act. And we talked a little bit about that over some of these meals and how we are far greater than we give ourselves credit for, but we will never meet what those limitations are until we are involved, and we will not evolve until we are involved in something that is willing to embark upon whatever that third act is. So if you're watching this and you're in your third act, I feel like I'm beginning a third act, that which is intention, that which is energy, that which is consciousness and mindset, knows nothing of age, knows nothing of limitation, knows nothing of history. It operates, again, by our awareness and the way in which we play with that awareness. And so here in Coimbra, looking at all the university students and walking around, it is a reminder to me that we are always learning, that we are always forever students. And I want to impart to you a wonderful question about what is your third act. I'm going to get some names here because it is time to give some thanks again for many of the people who have donated for this Kaleidoscope Child Foundation fundraiser. And I want to go back to the very beginning when those donations were coming in the crowdfunding page. And so here are some of the beginning names that I just simply want to say thank you, offer a humble bow of gratitude, and to remind everyone that every dollar that you donate has energy to it, and that energy travels miles around the world and does things and offers things and uplifts people in ways that perhaps you cannot ever imagine. That's the beauty of our generosity. So this thanks goes out to Kelly Lehman, Rebecca Rollins, Annette Gomez, Tom Woodward, Janet Riley, Phoebe LeVay, Liz Rudberg, Becky Pardue, and Angela Oliver. Today's shout out is for you beautiful people, and thank you so much. It was a nice day of rest to do laundry, to kind of recoup a little bit from the heat, and tomorrow morning we start walking again. Bye-bye.